Hi, this is Dr. Tekemia Dorsey, your Executive Leadership Fitness Coach, bringing you tips on how to prevent burnout. Um, these are simple strategies that you can apply immediately, whether you are a stay-at-home mom, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you're a business owner, whether you're an employee or an employer, whether you are a leader in your community, whether you are a student or just a person that woke up this morning and God started you on your way. Burnout happens to everyone. We all experience it. We all think that we are immortal and that we can do all things that we set out to do. But in reality, sometimes we're just tired, and sometimes that we don't recognize the symptoms of burnout before it's too late. God gives us a choice. And in that choice, we have to determine whether we're going to listen to what the body says or wait until our hand is forced by situations beyond our control. So I'm hoping that if you're watching this video and this series, that you still have a choice. And even if your hand has been forced, you still have a choice. You have a choice not to repeat those same steps again. So hopefully you can apply these strategies that will help you to simply avoid burnout. Burnout can happen at any time to anyone, so it's important to prevent it. Um, Simple strategies for recognizing issues that can lead to burnout and giving methods to deal positively with them will help lead to your ultimate in success, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And what better way than to have all of those components of who you are aligned daily? That's a win-win for all involved, especially you. Burnout is a state that is best described as complete exhaustion. Like, have you ever sat down on a couch after a long day or shift at work, or you just sat down and you thought that you had all this energy, and then all of a sudden your body fell asleep. You was just like, I'm watching TV, and by the time you wake up, you've missed this period of time in your day because you were exhausted. You were burnt out and didn't even know it. Your body couldn't stay awake. So you've now lost precious time because you missed the signs. You may feel as if the world is ending and you are completely overwhelmed by everything and everyone. But burnout can occur at home, it can occur at work, it can occur in your social interactions and environments, it can occur everywhere. So what I want you to do is to try a few tips that will help to avoid burnout and fatigue. Number one, find a creative outlet. Always ask the clients I'm working with or people I'm giving insight to, when you're thinking about your daily activity, your daily schedule, when do you find time in your schedule just for you? Not your kids, not your husband, not work, not running errands, not doing something for someone else, but you. And then once you found that time, what is it that you do that brings you the greatest joy? I don't know. But for you, um, find a creative outlet. Creativity is one of the best ways to prevent burnout because it's something that you enjoy. And it's something that you focus on, not because of others, but because of you. Do you have a creative outlet that you can use to make your life easier? Do you love to draw? Do you love to paint? Do you love to play the piano? For me, it's working out. I'm an Ironman, and I'm a marathoner and a dual athlete and a triathlete. And sometimes and I also coach. So all of those things are creative outlets for me because it's physical activity. And it's what I love to do. But what is it for you? What is your creative outlet? It's important to find creative ways to release your energy and to fight stress. Stress is a killer of the mind, it's a killer of the body, it's a killer of the spirit, it's a killer of the soul. So how do you decrease that stress? You find a creative outlet is what you do. Number two, find time for yourself. I just talked about this. Do you spend all of your time working and taking care of family and friends? Well, 99.9% of the world, especially women, don't find time for themselves. They do not have a winning schedule. If you're looking to understand and develop a winning schedule, be sure to opt into my website after this webinar or after this video. Most women don't have a winning schedule because They're like Olivia Pope. If something breaks, I'll fix it. If something is none of our business and we find out about it, we care about the person, I'll fix it. No, you can't fix anything unless you fix yourself first, which means that you have to find time for you. Just you all by yourself. It's not hard. You just need to do it. One of the main reasons burnout happens is because people keep pushing themselves and they don't take enough breaks to regroup and heal. Um, and if you don't regroup and you're not able to fix yourself, then it means that you cannot show up and be active and present for anyone else, not including yourself. Um, Psychologists recommend spending time away from your to-do list, which I know as parents and entrepreneurs and business owners and people that have goals and dreams in life, that to-do list is what keeps you oriented, is what keeps you in alignment. I know I'm a to-do list fanatic, but even sometimes I have to walk away. Sometimes I believe I have ADHD because I just need a moment. I need a break. I need a Tekemia time. So I stop. I get up, I go lay on my couch, I lay on my floor, I pick up the phone, I'm on Facebook, and then I come back because my mind is in overload. And if my mind is in overload, then I can't help anyone. I can't help the task that I'm working on. I can't help the project that, I can't give intellectual thought to what it is that I want to accomplish because I'm burnt out and I'm overwhelmed. So walk away from your to-do list. Find a way to give yourself breaks in between your tasks. Reach out to others is another strategy. Understand there is no I in team. Teamwork is very important. Don't get me wrong. As well as the time that you want to spend with yourself. But in order to be efficient and to maximize the potential of success, build a team that's going to allow you to utilize your efforts and your time equally. And that's going to allow you to help you reach your goal with less stress and more energy and less burnout. Um, Communicate your concerns can also help to bring new solutions to a challenge that you overcome. Communication is one of those topics that we fail at as a society, and we fail at even more horribly as as individuals. It is a skill that we have to constantly work on. The art of communication, not just face to face communication, which is the number one way to be effective, but technology. Technology is another way today that we communicate. How do we, and when you get into that sender receiving mode, that's a whole nother topic. But communicating your concerns is a solution to help you de-stress your life and to reduce that burnout. Another tactic is to dig deep into your mind and soul. Um, why are you burning out? What's triggering that burnout? What is truly causing this stress in your life? It is important to look inside of just focusing on external issues. A lot of what brings burnout fatigue is internal because we're internalizing things. I know for me that when I don't get enough sleep, I'm restless at night, I'm already starting off the day bad. I don't have as much of an attitude anymore because I've learned to recognize it. But if I'm getting my day started and I know that I didn't get enough sleep, then that means during my break time, that time when I'm escaping from my to-do list, I'm going to take a cat nap. I'm going to get myself together. And I have found that being able to do that, because my number one problem of not being able to be successful when I'm digging deep into my mind or why I'm burning out in this instance is because I am tired. And how many of you guys lack sleep? How many of you actually get that full 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night? Yeah, that's what I thought. Most people today don't. So dig deep into your mind and your soul and start identifying what's triggering the burnout, what's triggering the fatigue, what's causing that stress. It's important to look internally and externally at factors that you can control. And don't be a perfectionist about it. If you don't get it on the first go round, revisit it. Again, Rome wasn't built overnight. Therefore, um, pinpointing those triggers of what's causing that stress, that burnout fatigue, mean it will not happen right away, unless you have a really good therapist in insurance, and it still might not happen right away. But anyway, moving on. Last but not least, focus on a positive. People tell me that I'm so optimistic to life, and it's true because things can always be worse. Where you think it's bad, someone somewhere else has it worse than you do. So focus on a positive. Burnout can occur because your focus is lost or misdirected to negative emotions and thoughts. You have to learn how to come out of that and overcome that negativity in your own mind. Consider daily thoughts and feelings, such as inspirations and motivations. Gospel music. Listen to your church service on Sunday. Listening to R&B, inspirational sayings. God has a way of bringing people in your space, and it just takes one word, one phrase, or one sentence that you see that trigger and a positive thought. Remain open to it. Don't focus on the negative aspects of situation that are out of your control. The serenity prayer. You can only focus on things that are in your control and let things go of things that you don't have control over. And how can you change this? Your thoughts to be more positive. Because again, your thoughts are something that you control, not others. Um, you may want to create lists of positive things and actions throughout the day to help keep you on track. You may keep a notebook of inspirational ideas to help you avoid negativity. It's important to recognize negative emotion and what causes them to manifest into your spirit, and manifest into your soul, because that also will beat you down and will create burnout and fatigue. You may want to say no more. You may have to say no more often and reject more work or responsibilities to stay balanced. Don't try to take on everything in everyone's task. Take on things that you know that are only manageable in your life in accordance to what you're able to do with quality versus quantity. By focusing on the positive, you can reconsider life goals. And we know life goals lead to success. And that's when you turn your dreams into reality. You can prevent burnout by following these simple steps of and advice and learning to relax. Put these tips to use each day, and you'll feel better sooner than you think. And this, again, can apply to everyone in life. But I would love for you to visit my website today at www.drtekemadorsey.org. That's DrTekemaDorsey. Right now, right at this moment, before this video is even over, I want you to open up a new web browser, and I want you to type in www.drtekemadorsey.org, and I want you to join my mailing list today, because you will remain blessed, encouraged, motivated, and inspired. So until we meet again, have a safe day, be blessed, and remember, you woke up with all power in your hands, and all things are possible if you believe. This is Dr. Tekemia Dorsey, your executive leadership fitness coach. Until next time, be blessed.